let's just be honest. You and I know there's a bunch of YouTube creators who had some early success that were getting significant AdSense dollars. They were monetized and they started building teams. They started adding overhead. And as you can see, if you were doing all of those things and your ad revenue was falling and falling 70%, you are going to say, I quit. All right, we need to have a honest conversation about YouTube AdSense, and specifically why I think you need to understand that you are going to hear from more and more YouTube creators the two words, I quit. I don't know if you are paying attention to what's going on in the YouTube landscape, but it is pretty clear to me that if you started your YouTube channel because you were chasing money, you were chasing trends, that your income is off 70% potentially. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of my metrics from the summer of 2022 to what we have done in the last 30 or 31 days. Folks, there is no question that folks are watching less YouTube. There is no question that advertisers are paying less. It should also be known that the winter months, January, New Year, compared to summer, there's different ad budgets. But let's just be honest. You and I know there's a bunch of YouTube creators who had some early success that were getting significant AdSense dollars. They were monetized and they started building teams. They started adding overhead. And as you can see, if you were doing all of those things and your ad revenue was falling and falling 70%, you are going to say, I quit. So let's get into the numbers. Let's get into what actually is happening on my channel, one rental at a time. Let's show you exactly what I'm talking about. The first number is going to come from the summer of 2022. And as you will see in a minute, we exceeded $10,000 in AdSense revenue. Now, that is a big number. Not many creators hit 5 figures. We did that once. We've only done it once. But as you will see, we got close several other months. And the reason, again, this is important, you got to remember my channel was about half the size in the summer of 2022. We had about 30,000 subs. But again, in 2022, real estate was hot. People were watching the content more in more detail. I was battling with Crash Bros a bunch, which I am sure helped. So let's bring up the chart and let's really show you what is going on. So again, this is a graph right out of YouTube Analytics. And as you could see here on the left, this is the ad revenue that came, or the total revenue that came to my account, $10,037. Let's call it $38. Not to be outdone, May was over 9,200, July 8,100, and fell from there. You can see the CPM over $26 in playback CPM. That is quite large. It started going down to 2023 thereafter. But yes, in June of 2022, the channel made $10,000 and let's call it $38. It was 9,200 in May, 8,100 in July. But you can see those are some pretty significant months. And again, if you were going after money, right, if money was your motivator, you might have chosen to add headcount. You may have chosen to do something else. You may have chosen to trend surf or go negative or be a doomer or whatever it is. But the reality is it's come around. So what is happening now? So here's an example of what happened over the last 31 days from December 21st. You can see it in the upper right-hand corner to January 20th. We have produced about $3,200. So the channel is down 68, let's call it 70%. and my channel's bigger. My channel is getting more views, but the ad revenue, the CPM is down. So again, folks, I want to be very, very clear. As you've heard me say a lot of times, I believe it is a wonderful time to start a YouTube channel. I believe when you start a YouTube channel, you have to make a choice at the very beginning. Do you want to chase income or do you want to chase impact? If you are chasing income, you will act in a certain way. You will trend surf. You will go negative. You will scare people, and it will get tiring. If you are chasing impact, the value, the return that you will get is from so many other things than AdSense. If you go negative, if you chase trends, all you have is AdSense. If you go after impact, YouTube is yet one vehicle, only one income stream, one platform of many, and it's okay. Also, there are going to be a lot of YouTubers that say, I quit because they hired too many people. They didn't realize that they were entering YouTube at the perfect time for creating content. There was a time we were all locked up and at home. So what did you do? You watched YouTube. Again, I want to be very clear. I think being a content creator is one of the best things that you could do while having a full-time job. If you are a content creator while having a full-time job, you are not dependent on YouTube revenue. You instead could build it the right way. You could build it with community. You can build it by inviting others to be a part of the channel. And if you have some hot and cold months, it doesn't matter. In fact, while my income is down 70% in AdSense, my income in other areas is up 200% and 300%, whether it be courses, events, swag, books, referrals, or whatever you call those things. It is all okay. But again, I want to be very clear. I believe in the next 6 months, you are going to see more and more YouTube creators go, I quit. I can't make a living on YouTube. And that is just, it's just wrong. I believe it went back to their choice at the very beginning. They got in when it was hot. They got in when it was easy, and they went one direction. They didn't build it slow and steady. When you do things like one rental at a time where you're not really caring about the AdSense, even though it's down 70%, it's okay. You still come back tomorrow and do 5 videos. You come back the day after, because you and I are doing something bigger. We are going to have lasting impact, and we are going to do another 1,500 videos this year. So folks, at the end of the day, I fully expect the YouTube opportunity to clean out the ill-motivated. I believe over the next 6 months, folks that are motivated by AdSense and AdSense alone will be gone. It is not going to be profitable. You can't run a business when your operational cost is put together at 10 grand and you have income at 3 grand. That is not how it works. And most of these individuals have no other thing to go back to. So at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to quit because they have the wrong motivation, but I want you to start your channel with the right motivation. Chase impact, do it the right way, build it one video at a time, and you will be okay. All righty, folks, take care. Have fun. Bye.